Welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam, and I make motion graphics and graphic design videos right here on YouTube. And if there's something that interests you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be really appreciative if you do. I post videos every week, and I go live every Sunday like this because the title has messed me up. So I'm just trying to send the new link to other people so that they can actually join the live. So I go live every Sunday with people in my community, and this is one of the lives that I'm actually doing with them. So in case you guys are just meeting me for the first time, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. At the course of this video, at any point in time that you don't hear what I'm saying or you don't understand what I'm saying, I will check the comment section, and I'm going to so that you guys can tell me and draw my attention to it. So I would really love if you guys if you don't hear what I'm saying, or if you don't hear what our guest is going to be saying, I would like you guys to please draw my attention to it. It's going to be it's going to be really interesting live, and I hope you guys will learn a lot from it. And I just want you guys to connect and try and learn and grow as much as possible. So before we jump into the video, I'm just going to talk about a few things. First of all, I hope you guys are enjoying the series of me creating a fictitious company from scratch. I think I'm at day 3 right now, and I'm at the point where I showed you guys how to create the logo. So if you guys are not following that series yet, I urge you to follow it. I'm posting it on all my social media platforms. The links to my social media platforms are in the video descriptions, so that you can actually follow along with me. It's very interesting, and I'll try and keep it as entertaining and informative as possible. And for every short video I post on my social media, the full length tutorial is going to be available on my YouTube channel at the end of the week, so that you guys can when I'm explaining something in like 3 to 4 minutes, you guys might not understand what I'm doing or the processes that I was doing. But when I'm explaining something that you can actually see, you can actually touch, you can't touch it, you can actually see, and you can actually understand. Is very different. So thank you so much for liking all my videos and following me up until now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through some jobs sent in from the community, and I want to make sure I give credit to whoever credit is due. So bear with me. Okay, so first of all is going to be this amazing poster by Sunday. Sunday is an amazing graphic designer, and he's also a okay, I think I'm back. Okay, the next person I'm going to talk about is this next poster by Indro. Indro is just learning Photoshop. Indro is just learning Photoshop, and he's trying so much, and he made a poster for Arsenal versus Manchester United. So sad that Manchester United had to go and lose shamelessly today. But this is an amazing poster, and Indro has tried so much for a beginner in Photoshop. He's doing amazingly well. I'm so proud of Indro. He's doing amazing things. And the final one I'm talking about is this amazing motion design. Like, this is crazy. It's so nice, and it's by Victor in Motion. So his Instagram handle too is Victor in Motion. I really loved it. I like this scattered this thing coming together. I really liked it. Victor did amazingly well. And if you're looking for a social media handle, it's Victor in Motion on Twitter. Okay, so that let me say that Victor. Okay, is it Victor? Viction. Okay, Viction underscore motion on Instagram. Viction on Viction underscore motion. Yeah, I was calling him Victor. That's the name of my studio brother. So I just saw Vic and I just interpreted it that way. So we have a lot of amazing people doing crazy things like this on our community. And if you want your job to be featured in any of our upcoming video, in any of our upcoming lives, any of our upcoming anything, just send just join the community first of all, and send your jobs into the community. I will look through it, and I'll post it on Sundays when I go live. If you want, I can shout out your social media handle or anybody that's watching to join. So right now I'll be inviting our guests, Indro, to join me right now. You guys are going to learn a lot for him.
All right, good to everyone joining this live, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank King Sam for inviting me to this live. Can you get me?
Um, yeah, I'm hearing you. Sorry, I'll join you. I'm having a little bit of an issue with my this thing, with my camera app. So sorry.
Oh, all right. Okay, good. Okay, oh, all right. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, you're supposed to be able to hear me now. Um,
Yeah.
so thank you, Andy, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you guys don't know, MD is a very crazy graphic designer. Uh, he does a lot of amazing stuff that I even wish that me personally I can do. um, and he does a lot of sports and sports illustration and stuff like that. He has designed a lot of things. There are some of my videos that actually he made the graphic design for, and I just animated. So collaboration with Andy is crazy. The boy knows what he's doing most of the time, and come on, I really, 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 really appreciate him for joining me today. It's not easy, I understand, and but he's doing it because God is helping the both of us. So,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be talking to him about a few things. For those of you that don't know, Andy was, um, I had a challenge, a design challenge about a logo for a fake company I was just playing around with, for relationship or as for a dating site for motion designers, and we came up with the name Live on Stream here. And Andy actually did the design and did the logo for it, and his logo was amazing. And I said I have to go live with this guy so that I can pick his brain about a lot of things, so that me and him can actually talk to people, because there are a lot of things in that his head that we have to remove and teach other people, so that he doesn't just keep it to himself. uh, so I'm really
Yeah.
appreciative for Andy joining me today. I don't take it for granted. This guy is amazing. So Andy, please can you introduce yourself to everybody that is watching?
Okay. First of all, I just want to thank King Sam for giving me this opportunity to join him to this live and also share knowledge on my designing journey. Well, my name is Colin. I'm from Cameroon. I'm a professional graphic designer and I love playing games, watching movies, and as well playing football. So that's all I think you guys should know about me for now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the second question is, like, I want to first ask you, how did you first discover your passion for like creativity? Like, how do you first discover the fact that you want to create stuff, and this is actually what you actually want to do? Because some people might be like on the fence, they might be shaking, or they might not actually know that this is what they want to do with their life. So how did you actually discover that, okay, this is something that I want to do?
Well, all I can say is I've been creative since I can say when I was giving birth, since my childhood. I've always known how to draw, tell stories. So that's I think that's where I got creative passion from.
Yeah.
So with that and a lot of inspiration from others, from specific creative works, I admire them and I also try to design them as well and copy some of their ideas. So that is how I found the passion. It was so amazing. So I did not want to let it go.
Okay, it's very funny that you mentioned drawing, because me too. When I was growing up, I I liked drawing. I had a big passion for drawing. I used to draw comic
Yeah,
books. I liked, like, I'll settle down when people are reading in class. Me, I was busy sketching, drawing a comic book. I remember at a
yeah,
point in time, said my teachers beat me for drawing in class, because I had a separate from my school book where I used to draw, and I was like, "Hi, this school is sometimes it's boring. You can get lost in drawing." So it's a funny
yeah,
relation, like that we have about, like, okay, we first started from drawing, sketching, books and everything, then we moved into graphic design. So I actually like it. Did you see like growing up, was it like something different from you, like you see something, you want to draw it down, you see okay this color in this tree and this brown something in this tree might mix, you want to sketch it like that, or is it that you just wanted to just draw everything? Is that, or was there like a pattern that you were actually trying to follow when you were like trying to draw and stuff?
Yeah, there was actually a pattern. Most of the times, since I was a very big fan of Cartoon Network, I guess most of you who grew up back then must have known Cartoon Network as well. Yeah, so most of the characters there, I used to enjoy the way they craft them, and so I also found this passion to imitate how the characters are. So that is how I started drawing. It's by taking a pic and trying to copy that same idea.
Okay, that's nice. In case there's anybody watching right now that actually wants to ask Andy any questions, please you can put the questions in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer that. But I'll put priority to those people that are in the community. For those of you that are just joining us now. Okay, so the next question is that if you were like, if you weren't doing design, if you're not a graphic designer, what else will you have been doing? Like, what do you think you have been doing? What other passion did you would you think you'll have been pursuing right now?
Well, all I can say is maybe I would have been a fine artist, like a pencil artist as well. Like I said from the beginning, I love drawing, but due to the amount of time drawing takes, yeah, that made me so lazy. So when I discovered the digital art and the digital creation of stuffs, that is where I found myself. If not, I would have pursued the idea of going for the digital art.
Okay, that's nice. So what to ask this
Yeah.
question now. So what in particular made you choose like graphic design? Like what made you choose graphic design? Because you will have been a digital artist, you have said that, you know, it's easy for you to be an illustrator also, since you already know how to draw. You can also be like a sculptor, painter. Why graphic design? What made you choose like, okay, what made you say okay, graphic design is what I'm going to do?
All right. If I can remember, that was on my 19th birthday where I went to take a birthday photo shoot. Yeah, I just enjoyed the way the guy was taking the pictures and editing them. So from there, I had to ask him the software in which he used. That is how I think my graphic designing journey started. I was just seeing how he was manipulating with the keyboard and the mouse, and things were just going so smoothly. I was just so amazed by how he did it. So from there, I started doing my research on it, and that's how I began watching tutorials and following up courses.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So speaking of it, do you remember like your first graphic design project, like the first one that you ever did?
Yeah, I think so. That was a clothing brand flyer, or I think it was a logo. Yeah, it was a logo. It was a clothing brand logo where they sell dresses and stuffs.
So this thing. So how was it? Let me ask you truthfully. Use your skills now to rank yourself back then. How was it?
Well, on a scale of 10, I will not lie. If I'm if I'm to rate it now, I'm going to say I'll give it not even up to a 2
Oh
because it
god.
was like I just took a picture from Chrome and mixed it with just basic text, in something that is really attractive. Yeah, I think so.
I understand the feeling well. I understand the feeling well. I went
Yeah,
back the time I saw some of my former designs. I was cringing. I shook my head. I was like, "No, God, how did I ever think this was going to be fine?" My God, no, worry, I understand. I
yeah.
understand. We all have that.
I think I still have the designs here.
You still have the designs.
Yeah, I'll forward it to you. It's I think it's really far. I would I would have loved to look for it and send it.
Oh no, no, no! I like to see it. I like to see it after the live.
Yeah,
We'll check it out. The next thing I'm going to ask
sure.
you is, what was the challenges you faced like when you first started out as a graphic designer? And what was your major challenge? What was the challenge that you faced that you were like, okay, this thing is a problem for me?
Okay. First things first, I was learning on my own. So I think one of my biggest challenges were mastering the software as well as balancing creativity with the client's expectations. So I think that's the first challenge I had. Then also I struggle with self-doubts. Like I might make a design and question myself, is this design really good enough? And I'll be like, let me ask the public and get feedback. But with that and a lot of practice, I began to grow more confident.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's nice that you say this. Like, when you first start out, you have a lot. You feel like imposter. You feel like your jobs are not good. Or if you have like
Yeah,
friends like mine, they will tell you that your job is not, that your work is not good, and you will carry something with so much joy and go and give them like, okay, see what I just did, see what I designed here, and you're like, seriously. Though I remember there was a job I did a long time ago, and I was so happy. And when I did the job and I showed my people, I showed like, cause I did it for like a church, and it was like concerts. It was a concert, a church concert flyer like that. And when I did the design and I showed them,
yeah,
because it was like I'll be there, you know, those kind of I'll be there designs. There was one cross in the background somewhere. The picture was dark, everything. They were like, it looks like a burial photograph. Like, and truly, when I went back and saw it right now, it actually looked like it was buried because it was just a giant cross at their back somewhere. So I get it. I
yeah,
get it. It's very challenging starting out. Looking for people to mentor you again is a whole problem on its own. Then finding good tutorials online it's another this thing. It's another serious matter. Okay, so
yeah, sure.
now I know that you do a lot of like sports related designs because I follow you on online. I follow you on this thing. And you do a lot of crazy things with sports illustration. Like, what
Mhm.
inspired like your style in particular, your design style? Like, what inspired it? Was there like someone that you saw his designs and you have been following, or like it's just that it just comes to you? Like, what actually inspired your style?
Well, the things that actually inspired my style was a lot of designs and new day experiences. Like I might see a flyer on a channel or on a web page or on a social media platform, and I admire it, and I'll ask myself, how can I replicate this idea? And I go further to try out that design, like do a copycat of it. That's how I started. Before I can do some modifications, maybe if the ball was at the left, I might put it at the top, and so on and so forth. So that is how I found my style in designing. And as well, I'm also a footballer, so there are some things I just create in my mind that if I was a footballer and I needed a flyer, what is the brief I'm going to give a graphic designer? I consider myself as a customer in some cases. What is the brief I'm going to give this in order for him to come out with this particular request I want? So that is how I got my style. And also have some people who really inspire me on Instagram. I think there is Toughest Concepts. I think that guy is one of my greatest inspiration. He's in Nigerian as well.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's crazy. That's nice. Because I know a lot of times when people are trying to like start out and stuff, they don't know. Okay, I think he dropped out. They don't know like his network dropped out. They don't know like where to actually like start from, to what to learn. And from what he said, he learned from a lot
Yeah,
of people. Uh, um Please, I can't see you. I can't see you. Hey, okay, you're back. So he learned from a lot of people, and your style is not just only you. Your style is made up by a lot of people that like you learned from. For example, me when I was learning
Yeah,
motion design, there are some channels actually that I had to learn from. Some of them don't even speak English. You know, there's like Vegeris. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it starts from V. It starts as a V and a J inside. Maybe I'll do a video on like channels to follow for motion designers. But there's that one. There's AG Motions Design. There are a lot of their Peter McKinnon. When I was trying to learn like videography, I watched a lot of his videos. So your style and the core concept that you had, that you are, and what you do is not just you alone. It's a amalgamation of the people you have interacted with, the videos that you have watched. So I actually like that thing that you said about the fact that you learned from a another place and taking yourself as a customer, because some of the craziest work you do is when you are doing like personal projects. Those are the best
yeah,
thing,
sure.
and you never slack on your personal project because you are the customer. You will tell yourself if this thing is fine. You tell yourself if this thing is not fine. So those are some crazy things that actually can happen. So next question, I'll just ask, how did you like come across like this channel, this King Sam Creations channel? Like how did you stumble here?
Yeah, since I'm someone who likes following a lot of content creation and also things related to what I'm learning, that is motion graphics and graphic designing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still learning as well. Even though some people look up to me like a tutor, but I'm still learning. Yeah, so while scrolling on Instagram, I saw one of your posts, I think so, and I really enjoyed it. Then from there, I think I followed up your YouTube, and then I followed up your community on WhatsApp, and that's how we got in touch, and I entered the contest.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's crazy, and I'm glad that actually that you joined here, because he has been a great help. He has been a great help to a lot of people in in the community. He's always answering questions to people that actually need it. He's very good at what he does. So anytime he's giving people advice, I don't even question him, because he too he knows what he's talking about. He's very good in his field, and I appreciate him immensely. So next thing I'm going to ask you is that this thing, when I sent the challenge, what was your first thought? Like when I sent the mini brief, like okay, I'm trying to create a trying to do a project about website promotion designer, since una they stay for inside house and all of una they all dey look computer since. What did you think about it?
All right, first things first. Well, as you earlier said, you just came up with the idea like it was a joke, but later on, it was definitely serious. So when you send in the name, I think so, and everyone voted, uh, which was the motion made. My first thought was how to capture the essence of the brand and message in the simplest way it could be memorable, so people can see this brand and be like, yeah, I know that this is motion made. Not that they will look at the logo and be like, what is the name of this logo? And a lot of questions keep coming. What is the aim of the logo? And stuff like that.
Okay, okay,
So I started imagining visuals that could communicate clearly while still feeling unique.
that's crazy. For in case, let me do this thing. Let me see if I can pull up your design for anybody that is yet to see it. Come in, let me see if I can pull up
All
the
right.
design. Okay, so I think most people now can see the design. Yeah. So this was the design that he sent in, and okay, I think yeah, most people now can see the design. So this was the design that he sent in, and it's crazy, it's amazing, it's beautiful. We all know that. But I want to ask you, like, what was your thought process like designing this logo? Like, why did you use this? Why did you end up with this logo in particular?
Please come again. I didn't get you.
Okay, I'm like, okay, so we can all see the logo, we can all like see that the logo is amazing and stuff, but I wanted to ask you, like, in particular, why did you end up like with this particular concept? Like, why this logo in particular?
Okay. First things first, I began to research on the organization and its values. And secondly, I sketched out several ideas, experimenting symbols, colors, and fonts that could align with the mission of the logo. And thirdly, I finalized the design and came out with something clean and meaningful and versatile as well.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's
and also I finished and came out with proposal document which explains the steps on how I came out with the idea of the motion made.
okay. So that's actually great, and it's it's very distinct. So, like, when you were designing it, now that you are finished and you're looking back at that design in particular, it was like anything you can change about it, because I know us, me self, I'm a graphic designer at heart. I moved into motion design later. We always, if you leave a graphic designer with work, he will always want to change something.
Yeah,
Like, okay, you're always trying to say, okay, this thing here, there's this color in this corner here that is messing with me. I don't like the color. You change it to green, change it to blue, change it to yellow, change it to... And at the end of the day, people will not even notice what you are changing and say what you are stressing yourself on. If there's anything that you'll have changed from this
yeah.
design, what will that have been?
Well, all I can say is designs evolve. So I might refine a little details and spacing or maybe the color balance, but overall, still feel the concept still stands strong.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, now these questions, now we're going to pivot from like just talking about this thing alone. We all know that your designs were great and you had amazing designs. I give you full credit for that. Um, this question now is going to be like, what is like your creative process when you're working on projects? Like, how do you start? Uh, because I know that a lot of people get this thing from anywhere. What my creative process might be. Some people just inspiration can they cannot be sleeping on the bed and inspiration just hits them, and some people have to do a lot more work.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what is like your creative process when you're trying to make anything, your designs, your jobs, whatever it's going to be.
Okay, the first things first, and I think that's one of the main things I do. I do a lot of research, understanding the client's brand and the client's audience and the goals of the client. That is the first step I always take. I do a lot of research on that. Secondly, I do a lot of brainstorming and I sketch ideas out, looking for which idea is going to stand out more than the other. I think the third is exploring colors and their palettes and seeing how the typography also works as well with the layouts of that design because not every typography works with a particular layout. I think you can agree with me on that. And third, and the last, I think, is I refine the best concepts and I propose it to the client and get feedback so that if there is any adjustments to be made, I do before sending the final design. I think that is just a brief summary of my thought process.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So, question, like when you are working on designs and everything, and you like get stuck, like how do you like get that inspiration back? Like where, what do you do? You are saying to yourself, a footballer. Do you go and play ball? Uh, what do you do to
Definitely not.
so what do you do to like get yourself back, get back that creative energy whenever you're working on stuff?
Okay, the first things first. Given an example, if I'm to create, let's say, I'll just give the example of the most popular flyers I do, sport designs. If I get stuck in a sport design, right, I might go back to where I did my research on. That is either Pinterest or Instagram or maybe TikTok too, because TikTok as well. And secondly, sometimes I just need to take a break away from the computer because there are sometimes the design and maybe it's just because you are tired or your eyes are paining because of long hours of being on the computer. So you just need to take a little break, and when you come back, I think it's going to help.
Yeah, I feel that too because a lot of times when you stay at the computer screen for too long, there's a way that it clouds your memory, and clouds your thinking, and everything is just disturbing you. There's sometimes me personally, I have to leave my computer, leave my phone at home, and just walk. Not if I have anywhere to go, I'm just
Yeah,
walking so that my eyes can readjust, my brain can defog. I get that. I get that. There are sometimes that even something as small as like cooking food becomes a way for you to clear your head and just reset everything. And you'll be surprised that it's when you are cooking that you can just have that eureka moment, and everything that you were supposed to do just starts making sense. I get that. I get that. This thing. I get that. So on the question of this thing, how did you like land like your first client? How did you get it?
well, I started by doing small projects for friends and local businesses and from referrals, sharing my works online, which attracted more customers. I think so. Yeah. So those early opportunities brought me confidence and created a foundation for bigger projects for me.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I was telling my friend, a friend of mine that just wanted to start like motion design and everything. I was talking to me about this finding jobs thing. I was not telling him, you go do free work tire. As you just dey start, you will do free work tire. Eh, and the funny thing is that even after you have
Yeah.
finished that initial free work, there will be another the people that you did free work for in the beginning will come back later and still be expecting the same free work now. So
Definitely.
yeah, so Bsef, that and a lot of people don't get it that like when you're starting out, you need the experience more than you need the money. The money is good if you find paying
Sure.
customers, go for it. I'm all for you people getting their money. That's beautiful, but
Yeah.
at the beginning stage you should focus more on learning the skill, learning how to work with clients, learning how to work with clients demand, learning how to work with clients brief. You should prioritize that actually over the money that you're going to be earning. So you have to do a lot of free jobs, free designs, free volunteer a lot, and before you can actually get your footing. So that's crazy. Another question I wanted to ask: do you use like freelance? Do you use like freelance website like Fiverr, Upwork, and stuff to get clients, or do you do like more traditional
Yeah.
meeting people or this thing?
Yeah, I do freelancing on Fiverr, but I think most of my clients have come from Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, due to consistent posting of my works, which as well helped.
Yeah. I always tell people that posting your work is the best way to grow. Uh, Fiverr, Upwork, all those places are very very good sites. But a lot of times you have to like have good reputation on those sites already, so that people can trust your work. But when you are starting out, social media is the best place for a beginner. Social media has improved to the point that you can get jobs. I've gotten jobs off YouTube. I've gotten job. I did a video when I did like an opening for Marvel Rivals or something, and somebody reached out to me that he
Yeah,
wanted to buy that particular tutorial. He just wanted to buy the video from the tutorial, and he reached out to me from YouTube. I've gotten jobs from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So posting work, social media is the easiest way for most creatives to get jobs nowadays. So I really recommend that, and I'm really glad that you actually said that too. So let it not be like it's only me that is just shouting it in their ear. So
yeah.
next question, like how do you handle pricing? Like, a lot of times people run away from, are scared about this money, this thing. So how do you handle pricing, like pricing your work? How do you know, okay, this work, like my work now is worth like $50, my work is worth $25? How do you handle the pricing of your work?
Well, at first it was definitely hard. I will not lie on this fact. But and also I underestimated my work at the beginning. But due to experiences, I learned to consider my time, my effort, and the value of my designs, which brings a lot of clients. So, given that, given those points, that's how I set boundaries to my pricing. I put certain amounts to a particular design, be it a logo, a flyer, a banner, and all these print designs. And I think that's what helped me to give good presence to my designs. And also, I rate my advancement in the designing field. I see the progress according to the years in which I've learned.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's incredible. So me personally, for me, pricing at first was hard because I always used to run away from that money conversation. They'll tell me how much would they pay me. I'll do them, anything. You have to understand. But at some point, you have to realize that your time is valuable, like you said, and your effort has monetary value on it, and whatever you are
Yeah,
giving them is going to actually benefit them in the long run. They are going to make way more money from the work that you are doing for them than you will ever know. So especially for things like logos, that is basically the company's brand. Like that is what the company is going
yeah,
to use for years. You have to understand what you're actually giving this company. You have to understand like the level of quality that you can actually deliver, because and if you are pricing yourself, you have to price yourself based on your skill level. Because
yeah,
if you know that you cannot give a $10,000 logo, don't charge $10,000 for a logo. It doesn't make any sense.
sure.
You have to price yourself based on the level that you are in right now. So knowing who you are, knowing where you are as a creative is very very important also.
That's true.
So I want to ask a question, like if like you meet yourself like when you were just starting out, like design, like like a graphic designer coming up right now, what like advice are you going to give them? Like what kind of advice are you going to give like a up and coming designer right now?
Okay, first things first, I will say You should start now, even if it is small, but start now because you can never be 100% ready. I started, I was not even up to a 50% ready. And even now, I'm even still doubting if I'm still 50% ready. So just that, no matter the knowledge of the amount of skills you've acquired or knowledge on that particular skill, you just need to start so that you'll be able to build a good portfolio, even if you start from self-initiated projects. Because I think that's one of the highest things that are going to help you your portfolio. And if you don't get jobs, I think you just need to bring out self-initiated projects to yourself and challenge yourself and do that. Then thirdly, I would just say put yourself on social media. As we earlier said, social media is one of the easiest places to get customers nowadays. Social media, I think I can consider social media to a certain level a freelancing platform. So yeah, always post your works on social media. You never know who is going to contact you for any project. So just post your works and don't be
Yeah.
afraid to make mistakes because every project will teach you something. No matter the mistake you make, just just take it as it is.
Okay, that's beautiful. Well, as you dey talk am like this, I won't cry. Tears in my eye.
Okay,
But
oh
that
boss.
that's actually beautiful. I actually like what you said. Posting social media is now a marketing site, guy. Everybody is on social media. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. So now I'm going to move into like some like motion design questions in particular for you. Like what like inspired you
Okay.
to start making like to start trying to learn motion graphics?
Please come again. I didn't
As
get
like
you.
what inspired you to start like making start making or learning motion graphics?
Okay. What inspired me? I think what inspired me was the way motion brings static designs to life. I noticed how brand uses animations to capture more clients and tell a lot of stories in a more dynamic way. And I wanted to also expand my skills to match that demand because nowadays a lot of people they request for motion graphic designs. So just learning one part of it, it's going to be a setback to me and
Yeah.
my business.
Yeah. For me, actually, I felt like it was like the next thing. Like I feel like it was like the next part of my life. You understand? Because I started my graphic design started from Corel Draw. I started using Corel Draw. I think that was how old was
Yeah,
I? Like 14, 15 that time. Started using Corel Draw, and I used Corel Draw for years, and until I met Photoshop, and I was like, wow, you can actually do a lot of more things in Photoshop. So I started learning Photoshop. And after I did Photoshop for years, like I think I did it for like 4 to 5 years, and it was during lockdown in like COVID times, during that COVID time, uh, and
yeah,
I was at home, I did not know what to do, and I stumbled on motion graphics, and I was like, wait, the people that did add Photoshop did this other software, so I can actually make this thing move. I was like, okay, so it has been like a progression for me. For some other people,
yeah,
I say motion graphic design is like it for them. They love graphic design, but for some of us like this, it's like a progression. Because I learned Photoshop, I learned Illustrator for logos and stuff. Then what
yeah,
can I use my Photoshop and Illustrator to do at the particular time? And it was like After Effects was like the next best thing. Uh, so I started learning After Effects. So it was like at that moment in time, my it's like my inspiration just the inspiration because it's very crazy that a lot of people do graphic design and a lot of people where I come from actually do do graphic design, but motion design was
Yeah,
like very new. I never encountered someone that did After Effects at that point in my life.
sure.
But doing After Effects was like, it just felt like the right thing to do for me at that point in time, and I don't actually regret it. I've tried. God has helped me. Yeah. So how do you see like motion design adding value to your career?
Well, I would say motion design makes me more versatile as a creative artist. It
Okay.
offers me a lot of clients as well.
Okay, no wahala. So what is the most challenging part like for you learning motion design up to now? Or like what part has been like, this thing is hard for me?
I don't know where to start from. Okay, so the most challenging part I would say is mastering the software and timing. Timing because motion requires a lot of technical precision and creativity. If you are not good at timing, you will not get the right motion in motion graphics.
That's
So I think that's one of the most challenging parts I face.
that's that's actually a very valid point. Timing is very important in motion design because the timing, the
Yeah,
easing, the kind of movement, the kind of way you want your this thing to go in time, it's it's one of like the key components of like when you are doing like motion design and stuff. I totally get you. Totally get you. Okay, so now I'm just going to be shooting out some questions to answer. Very simple. Now,
yeah.
what kind of fonts do you use? Do you like sans fonts, serif fonts? Do you like cursive kind of fonts? Do you like bold fonts? What's like your favorite kind of fonts?
Well, I'll go with sans serifs and
Oh,
bold. Yeah, those
that's
two.
mad. Don't worry. Next one: Photoshop, Illustrator, CorelDRAW. As a graphic designer, what do you like?
Well, it depends on the kind of job I'm to do. If I'm to do a flyer, I will go for Photoshop. If I'm to do a logo, I'm going to go for Illustrator.
Yeah. You are trying to scam the answer because I know people that design logos too on Photoshop. So if you can
Yeah,
pick
but on the
one,
wider scale, I will
if you
go
are
for
to pick
Photoshop.
one, what are you picking?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Photoshop on a bigger scope.
Oh, Photoshop, do wahala.
Yeah,
Favorite color to work with?
definitely blue.
Blue. Hmm.
Yeah,
Actually, me personally, I love blue too. Blue is very easy to work with. Okay,
sure.
so what do you do during when you are working on a design? Me personally, I like playing music in the background. What is like your go-to thing to do when you are working on a design?
Well, I would say playing music as well. I
Oh,
love playing music when designing. It gives me inspiration and the focus.
okay, that's nice. Favorite font to use?
Favorite fonts?
Hmm. Okay, can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear
so
you.
sorry, network dropped for a while. So I was like saying,
Oh,
your
it's fine.
favorite font to use.
I'm going to say Nexa and typo and autograph. Yeah,
Autograph.
those
Yeah.
two thing I use them most of the times
Okay.
together.
I've used autography before. It's a very fine font, especially when you combine it with a very big sans serif font. It's very. It comes out very well. Okay, so this is just going to be this thing. So, what is like the next thing that you want to do as a creative?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Well,
Okay.
I already have a next thing I'm doing as a creative artist, which is 3D modeling. Yeah, I'm focusing on Blender. I think you know Blender as a software.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So even myself, actually, I want to start doing a lot more 3D stuff. I have been, I've been trying Blender. Blender has been trying me back. So, I would like to actually try a Blender. Very, 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 very
Blender has
well.
been trying me a lot of times.
Okay, okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
hmm? Okay. So, next question, like, do you have like advice for like younger designers right now, like someone that is just starting? Any advice for them? Any final word of advice for them?
Okay. Any final advice? Oh, I think the last advice, and I'll try to emphasize on this advice is always keep learning.
Mm.
Even those at the top still learn. Always keep learning and stay up to date. So that is it. That will be the last advice I'm going to give.
Wow, that's very very good advice. That's amazing. So finally, where can people find your work? Like, where can people like see your work, follow you as a person? Where can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can get to touch with me on Instagram and TikTok. You just need to type in the handle NDA Designs dot for you. I think you're going to find me.
Okay. So for anybody that want to follow him, he's also on YouTube under the same handle, NDA Designs for You. He posted a video this week. I'm so proud of him. He posted a video this week. I'm showing us how to design some stuff. So you can actually go and check out that video. It's very very good, very informative, and like it's gonna help you a lot if there's anybody here that actually wants to do graphic design, wants to learn graphic design very very well. Like in particular, his channel focuses on graphic design. So you just go type in NDA Designs dot for you. He's also on Instagram and he's on TikTok. So he posts amazing content, and you know it's very very crazy. So NDA, I am super grateful for you joining me today. I'm super grateful for anybody that stuck around this far to watch this video. I know that I had a lot of network challenges at the end, and I will try my possible best to upload the video tomorrow. Sorry, let me shut off this mic here. I'll try my possible best to upload the full video tomorrow that I actually recorded locally, so that you guys can actually listen to everything without distractions. So thank you again to Andy. He has actually helped me a lot. He has actually taught me a lot also. I actually learned from him also. And from now to the next video, I'm going to make something crazy in the next video. Oh, I'm going to drop this out to the other person. I might clip this later and post it later. So I'm going to be dropping Andy's designs in the video description of this video, and the video I'm going to clip this in also. As many motion designers that want to actually take a crack at animating this logo, please you guys can do so. And as always, anybody that design that people vote on, all that I see and I find very very interesting, I'll invite you on the channel like the same way I did ND, so you can so I can pick your brain on your design philosophy, your design process, and just collaborate with you so that we can create something beautiful together. So thank you. Improve every day, to grow constantly, and to dream endlessly.